This is Jordan Gray from Half Lit and Dope Living TV.
Hey, this your boy Don Ritchie representing the Midwest 219 Stand Up.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Lamar Tate.
This is your girl, Monifa.
Hey, what up? It's your man, Dave Hollister from Blackstreet.
You know what this is right here. This Trigger Trench in the building.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy, Jason Weaver. And whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dope Living TV.
Hey, it's your girl, Ladina Howard, and you're watching Dope Living TV, live with Greg Gray and the crew.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy Greg Gray. This is Dope Living TV live. For real. We're live, all right? We're here. We're live, all right? The views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV live or not is the views of shit, I don't know. Anyway, I messed up, Gina. Let me start over while you're here, okay?
I'm like, you got some going on right now.
Well, this is called working with 1 hour sleep. Okay, I only have 1 hour of sleep. Anyway, the views that are expressed in Dope Living TV live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. I got this.
There you go. I had to mimic it for you.
Man.
Hey,
so
I like that shirt.
Man, y'all better come on because we got the property of Dope Living. Gary, Indiana is where we from. Okay. Established 2013 was the brand. Let's go, man. Y'all got to get these shirts. There's some other styles of shirts and everything. We're gonna get them. We want everybody to come and join the Dope Living lifestyle. Okay, it's a lifestyle of good living. All right, most definitely. We've had a great week. Period. All right. Number one, this lady right here, she's created a platform called the Distinguished Authors Guild Literary Award. See, Gina, it's easy. I can do this easy now. Okay, I don't have to, because I remember we used to do it like this to be like
always got the wrong way. But we got it now. Okay, but she's created a platform that people can submit their books, their writings, their journeys, and get awarded for it, get recognized for it, I should say. Yes. All right, we giving flowers, man, while you're still here, and you can appreciate it. Most definitely. I love flowers.
So what up, Mo?
What's that, the family?
Momo, good to see you, Mo.
Yeah. This last night was a hoot.
It was a hoot.
That was fun. That was funny.
It was good, man. But
we always have a good time.
You gonna turn in your book, Greg?
We got them. I ain't writing no book.
Write that book.
Write it.
Hey, Theresa, Wafaya, BG, you know that it's Stanky Love. That's gonna be the
Stanky
Love.
Excuse me, that was a thumbs down.
Write the book, and it all takes place at the club called the Sweaty Thong. Okay, so we all good. We're gonna get together. We're gonna get in and we're gonna make it happen. All right, but man, the Distinguished Author Guild Award winners are here. We have them on the show with us today. We've had them all week, all right? And before I forget to do this, Gina, I'm gonna play that video, and then we're gonna get to this conversation. All right. So these are the award winners, right? The Distinguished Authors Guild Literary Awards. Check out the winners.
It was good.
Awesome.
Oh, it's all about y'all. Let's bring them on, okay? First, we got, man, she got a compelling story. I'm telling you, man, this lady's gone through it, okay? And she's here, okay? Mafia, what's going on, girl?
Hello.
Welcome, beautiful.
How are you guys doing?
Great, great. How are you?
I'm here. We're here.
That's right. That's right. Wear it proud, Queen. Wear it proud.
You should get a chain and put it around your neck and just wear it down the block.
Come on now.
That's next.
I know that's right.
We have the award-winning author, Miss Theresa Hickman.
Hey, so cute. She stands about
Hello.
4'8".
4'9". 4'9".
Oh, I'm sorry. You put that in.
Give her that extra inch.
Yes. How y'all doing?
We're good. How you
doing?
Good to
Good.
see you. And this next author, this next award-winning author, this guy's been a supporter of Dope Living TV, man, for a minute. All right. This is our brother, Mr. BG Howard. How are you, sir?
BG.
What's
Hey,
happening, brother?
BG.
Hey, BG.
Oh, I can't complain.
Okay.
I can't
Just
complain
coming
at
in.
all.
No need to complain because you all.
No, I got.
Go ahead.
No, I just had one thing to say. This is kind of off topic, but it concerns. I think I heard yesterday something, Mr. Greg, about some funky dolls or something like that.
Oh my.
You know what? BG coming up here
He
clowning.
said funky drums.
I'm sorry, I had to put you out there.
Yeah, I got on there. I busted them out already on it.
I had to put you out there.
Oh,
okay.
Number one is called, my book is going to be called Stanky Love. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Stanky Love.
Scratch spot on each page.
And I'm giving away some dope living sweaty thongs with every book.
Yuck.
Oh my God.
Yuck.
Ew.
You.
So let's go.
Like you.
Journey here on Dope Living TV Live, man.
Hey.
We have some great authors here. What's that, Mo?
BG, he said he gonna have a scratch and sniff page on each one. Scratch and sniff.
We already know that will not be an award-winning book.
It's a good thing I can't smell.
Hey, man, look.
You're lucky. You're very lucky.
Okay, y'all through talking about me, so we can talk about them.
Okay.
Let's go. Well, Fire,
Yes.
what's going on, man?
What's happening?
Man, you have a story. We want to know what the journey was to writing this book.
Oh my goodness.
Don't cry.
And I'm so humbled and blessed that, after 1 year, like my book was recognized, the journey that it took from day one to where we are right now, only God got us through all of this. My voice is a little raspy. Without God, without my family, I don't know where we would have been this far, but having faith in your higher power, He gave us the strength to get through a lot of hurdles. And if I could just help one person, then my job is definitely done.
Well, I think you're helping a lot of people. I know that I wasn't there at the award show, but I heard your speech. I heard your award-winning speech, and you went through a lot. You went through a lot, and you came out, and you're good. And like you said, it's only been a year, and your book has been recognized. That's fantastic.
Yes.
That's fantastic. How does that feel?
Humbled and blessed. Is the 2 words, humbled and blessed. And then to have my son come to Vegas, like my son doesn't talk about it. other than with his family.
Mhm.
So for him to come, and he was just so excited from the very beginning to while we was there to the end, like that just made it for me all more worth it. You know, my granddaughter was there, so was my cousin was there from Atlantic City, from Mays Landing,
Wow.
from Raleigh, from Atlanta. My girlfriend, she came too, and then my sister lives in Vegas, so she came. So I said my family was going to show up and show out, and we did just that.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
They did. They did. And it was a pleasure to meet your son.
Hmm.
Very upbeat,
Mm.
very
Hmm.
motivational, had
Hmm.
such a positive attitude. It was just wonderful.
Hard work. It was hard work because
Mm.
from the day that it happened till he got maybe in his 20s, because he was 17, the doctors, they didn't want to be bothered with him. They didn't want to talk to him. He
Wow.
was cursing people out. I'm
Man.
I'm I'm making excuses, and like, because he walked for 17 years. You can't tell this young man at 17 how he should feel for
Yeah.
being shot by somebody he didn't even know. It wasn't his
Mhm.
fight. You know what I'm saying? So they had to,
Wasn't
you
even
got to
his
work
business.
with him. And being as though I worked with teenagers and kids for 30 years, I knew how to deal with my son. That's my son.
Right.
So once he came to terms and to grips, because once they told him, they was like, "You'll never walk again." He was like, "Look, I don't want to hear nothing y'all got to say. I need to see my
Mm.
mom.
Mm.
I need my
Mm.
mom to tell me what's going on."
Yeah.
I was there from day one, from the time he was on the ground. I pulled up. It was my old neighborhood. So from the very beginning to the very end, I'm there. You my rider. We gonna ride this out. But
Mm-hmm.
I had to talk to him, and then once he got a little older, and some of the doctors saw him, they was like, "Wait a minute, this is not the same person
Mm.
Mm.
who was here years ago."
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, they was like they couldn't believe it. So God is definitely good.
Absolutely.
Amen.
Oh,
Absolutely. Hey,
yes.
I want to shout out real quick to Nicole Murphy. Okay, she has a forum platform called Barter Black. All right, she's watching, and I'm telling you guys, go to Barter Black. I guarantee you that Barter Black is going to help these books out too. So check her out, Nicole Murphy.
Yes.
So I mean, again, Wafia, that's a story, man. That's a story, and to be able to tell that story and to help others to, the way that you guys write, and I'll speak to you personally. You take us there. You take us right where the incident happened. You
Mm-hmm.
take us right where your feelings are expressed, and we feel that. So that's some great writing, and that's why you're an award-winning author. All right.
Yes.
Thank
Yes.
you.
So we're gonna get back to you in a second. Theresa, what's going on?
Oh, nothing much. How you feeling today?
Say nothing much. She's an award-winning
I was
author, and
just gonna
she
say
said
that.
nothing much. Not
You ain't
only
had that.
that,
You ain't had
she's
that baby
Getting
excited.
yet.
started.
She
I haven't
said
had the
nothing
baby
much.
yet.
I
I'm
feel
being
I feel as
modest.
high as your voice. She got that Michelet voice.
Yeah.
We haven't had
Michelet.
the
She like,
baby
oh, who the heck is that? What are you talking about?
Yeah, I know, right? That's
Right.
okay. It's all right. So Teresa, I mean, you are an award-winning author. You can put that title on everything that you got now.
Absolutely.
What tell us your journey.
So yes, for those of you who are out there who don't know, my story is titled "I Can Just Try," which is about a little girl named Terry, aka myself as a little girl, who pretty much, just always had to begin to believe and trust and know that she can do anything, right? She had her village, of course, her mom, her dad, teachers and friends and things like that, just continuously pushing me and guiding me, to just try my best, right? But honestly, I began to write this story specifically more so for our kids today. It was during the pandemic when I actually wrote the story and when it came out, because so many kids then they were just giving up on themselves. And my mission, and I believe that God really put me on this earth to really inspire our young people, And that's what the book is meant for. It's meant to inspire our young generation to believe that they can do anything if they just try. And so Terry is ready to just go into every little kid's households to make sure that they know that they are just as important and just as capable and they can do it. They just got to go out there and push themselves. And so, yes, I am an award-winning
You
author.
better say that, girl. You better say. You better say that.
Exciting.
You better say
yes.
I'm just truly humbled and blessed at this time. Right after that, my second book was released, I Am A to Z, and I'm just like, God is just continuously opening up doors. And he's continuously blessing me and pushing me forward and allowing me to use my gifts in which he has given me to be able to inspire the next generation. So, yeah. And if you forgot, because I don't know, my name is Mother Dove. So just wanted to
Yes.
get out there.
Mother Dove looking like somebody's child.
Oh, that's okay.
Right? She does.
Yeah. Shout out to the D Stark Show. Okay. Fantastic podcast out there, man. Y'all gotta go check them out. All right. So Theresa, I mean, it's just a great thing, man. You guys are writing books that people can feel. And people can definitely feel. Yeah, I wish everybody could. That's okay. I'm not gonna even say that because Chicago, everybody gonna be there. So you guys are coming to Chicago, right?
Yes.
I'm here already.
Okay.
She said, I'm already here. I'm in the house.
That's what's up. We're gonna get back. BG. Bubble Guts. What's up, BG?
Oh no.
He said bubble. Is that what BG
Leave
stands
him alone.
for?
No.
That's what BG gonna stand for, huh?
Stop it.
Better watch it, BG come right back at you.
I know he will.
Actually,
I know he will.
Okay.
Tell us.
No, I'm trying to be respectful.
You never got to respect me, man. It's all good. Tell us.
Well,
BG.
Well, right now, as a matter of fact, I'm working on the follow-up to the novel that was awarded Best Fiction. The current novel is, of course, revised edition, Family Ties Thicker Than Blood, and currently working on Family Ties 2, Blood Covenant. It was actually supposed to launch in December, but I'm having technical difficulties with the team who handles the print files. So I basically pushed the launch back until I think February the 9th, after the hoopla of Christmas and all that is over. So that's going to be the new the prospective launch date at this point. But right now I'm just honestly enjoying the feeling of being shall I say this, an award-winning author.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I wrote the book. The original novel was launched in 2020, and then I revised it. The revised edition came out last year, and to be honest with you, it's just been unbelievable because I never anticipated. I never anticipated it would go this way, for sure.
Okay. So, but it did go this route, and you made it to being an award-winning author. You have a great story as well, and to hear your speech at the Distinguished Authors Guild Award show was man. It was number one. It was just good to see you, brother. But number two, your speech was very impactful. All right, so we're just gonna open this up now. Okay, everybody, let's get to everybody. All right, and do whatever we got to do. So, a question to all of you guys: your process when you're writing. What's your process? Because there's a lot of distractions out there. All right, but how do you stay focused enough to write these books? Anybody can go. Jeannie, you can go.
It's not about me. We're going to start with Mother Dove.
Who that?
That's me.
Oh, okay. What's up, Mom?
Forget my name now. So how do I stay focused?
Yeah.
Honestly, it really has to do with my students. I'm a teacher, my day-to-day, as well as after school hours. So I work with kids all the time and just trying to see what they need, see the stories that needs to be told, right? It's how I kind of get inspired, as well as like nieces and nephews and things of that nature. Just being around kids helped to really influence my writing and try to make sure that I'm pushing things that is going to be a positive um, input for them, give them those words of affirmations for them, because I'm a real strong believer of the power of the tongue. And I believe if we foster that self confidence in our children, they're going to one day grow up to be confident and competent individuals in our society. So that's what makes me push myself even further.
Okay.
Well, I think for me, I had a publicist. So I had a deadline. And I was moving. So I had moved when I first started from Atlantic City, and I moved to North Carolina. But before I came to North Carolina, I went to Atlanta because my son moved. So I stayed there for a minute. Then I came back to North Carolina, but knowing in my mind, I have a deadline. My deadline was 6 months, and I was going to get it done. But what happened was I got it done, but I had so many notes that I had lost, so many pictures I had lost, messing around in my phone. So still, I had to stay focused and just know that, listen, this is what you got to do. You got to stay focused. So I would get up in the morning and I would write. I'd take a nap. I would be up all night. My writing was at night because I'm a night person. So I would write all night, and then I would sleep in the day. And then when I had a thought, I would get up, I would write it down. So for me, once again, I had a publicist. Shout out to Nicole Majors from Pink Butterfly Press. She helped me get through it. She saw my vision, and we put it into writing.
Okay, what about you, BG? You there, BG?
I think he's having technical issues again.
He just moved.
I just want to know how many of you are already working on your next book?
Well, as I stated, my second book was just recently released on November the 14th. It's titled I Am A to Z. It is based on affirmations A to Z, in which Terry is telling the world who she is as a little girl. And by the end of the story, the goal is for our children to create their very own affirmation. And so in the book, there is an activity for them to be able to do just that, as well as learn different adjectives, right? I don't want kids just using the same adjective saying I'm happy, or
Right.
I want them to use words like jovial, kind-hearted. Like I want more vocabulary to come out of our children's mouths. And so in the book, it also provides a glossary for the kids to learn those different words that Terry is teaching them as well. So that book has just been released, and then of course the third one I'm writing currently as well. So
Dang, got the accelerator down. So let me ask you a question. How do your students feel about you being an author? Award-winning author, I'm sorry.
We got to keep that in there.
I apologize.
to be honest, they love the fact that I'm an author. When I first introduced the book, they're like, "Are you famous?" Things like that.
You say yes. Now you can say, "Yeah, I'm on TV too." Look at that.
Right? So they are just ecstatic about that, and they love hearing me tell my story. But I would have to say, right now, their main focus is this baby that's in my womb. They're trying to figure out when is it going to come out.
So in full disclosure,
that is funny.
What grades do you teach?
I'm primary special education teacher.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Is Mother Love your pen name?
Mother Dove with a D.
You keep getting it wrong.
He's trying to be fun. Just ignore him.
Mother Dove,
Story time with Mother Dove.
He tried to give you another name
It's just
already.
this is your day, Greg.
It's okay.
No, I said mother love because of this.
I know. I was trying. Wait a minute. I was trying to text her. Say no, it's not.
I think Natalie did that
you
on
messed it
purpose.
up too.
I think she did it on
Oh,
purpose.
Natalie.
She just did that because she wanted to make me look bad. Right. Is Mother Dove your pen name?
It's Mother Dove, my pen name. So I do not like write it out on things, but yes, it's the name in which I like to go by, especially with my students. I call them my young doves, and I'm Mother Dove, and so
I like
yes,
that marketing ploy. I like that.
That'll work.
Wafia, are you planning on a part 2 for
You know what? I keep thinking about it and thinking about it. So I don't know because it's so much more to tell. You know, that was just basically, a glimpse and just, letting people see what, he goes throughout the day. And, because people do things to people. And I'll be wondering, like, do they even know what they did? Like, do they even care? Like he goes through a lot. So I don't know. I don't know. It's up in the air.
And you know what, Fia? That could be your second book, talking about. Okay, you talked about that, but now talk from looking from the inside out. How you said, do people really realize what they do, how they speak to people, how and things of that nature, and that can be book number 2.
I told y'all.
I see a part 2.
We help people on this show. We help.
Yeah, I might be doing something. I'm gonna pray on it. Because you know what, really, that took a lot. Like that took a lot out of me. Because it was reliving it over and over and over and over. And then when I got the book and I'm reading it and I'm crying and I'm reading it, I'm crying. My children have not to this day read that book. They have not, because they lived it. So it brings. My son started it. The one that was shot, he started it and then he put it down.
And you said he never read it, right?
He never read it. He started like maybe a page, just like my daughter, a page, and like that was it. They was like, I can't do it.
It's like reliving it again, though, isn't it? When you guys read it or when everyone picks it up.
Yeah,
that's what that story. But was it somewhat therapeutic for you?
Definitely. That's why I think it took so long for me to write it, because at first I was so I was filled with so many emotions. I was angry, I was mad, I was sad, I was crying, I was happy.
Right.
So it was so many different emotions that was coming out of me at one time, and I'm just like, wait a minute. I had lost my mom to cancer in 2002, and then 10 months later I lost my sister to cancer 2003. Then my son got shot 2005. So I never had a chance to really process anything because everything was just moving.
I have a similar story. I did not write a book, but I do speak on it. I go to different places and I speak about mental health crisis teams. My son did not make it when he was murdered, but it is therapeutic. And like you said, you go through every emotion each time you relive it. But just think about, I've had so many people come to me to tell me how it's helped them. And that's your book. And I just encourage you to continue as you're able. Don't let anyone force you. And I can understand because I do have a 70-year-old grandson and 20-year-old granddaughter. And so when they hear it, sometimes they can handle it and other times they can't. So I definitely understand what your other children are going through and what you go through as well. But it is also therapeutic to be able to get it out and to know that you're helping others.
Now my grandchildren, they have read it because they are so proud. So they read the book and they never got to experience their uncle walking before. So, when we tell stories like that, or when he was walking, he was doing this, and they was like, because they don't know. They watched him, he grew up, they grew up, he was in a wheelchair. So that was a part of his life that they didn't know anything about. So, they have find more respect for him now, seeing what he's gone through They love their uncle.
And with I know that God is a healer.
Oh,
Just
absolutely.
because the doctors have diagnosed him and saying that he will never walk again does not mean that he will never walk again. And we every day have new medical miracles and things on the horizon as well. So we're going to speak life.
Absolutely.
Definitely speak life into him. That
And
yes, I'm believing he will walk again one day.
Absolutely. Every time I see something new that's coming out, I'm texting them, I'm emailing them, I'm calling people. What can we do? How can we do it? Oh, we got to make sure he got an insurance that the doctors will write the script. So,
Have you
I've
ever heard of
been.
GoFundMe's?
Yeah, I've been. But you know what? He has really good insurance. He hasn't been denied anything. Like we bought him extra wheelchairs and things like that because that's what he wants. And even though it won't help him walk again, but I made sure he was set when all of that transpired so that he wouldn't have to depend on nobody to do anything. I made sure he had his own money, a fund set up for him, overseer, so I really put my ducks in order because I wasn't sleeping. So I had to do something with my time, and my time stayed busy. So I'm never going to give up. Never.
Amen.
Awesome.
Boy, he's blessed to have you in his corner. Shoot.
I was thinking the same thing. He's blessed to have a mom like that.
A mom like that.
Yes.
We got our girl here. She's one of them determined. I'm gonna do. Take care of it. That's why them grandbabies is right next to her.
Yeah,
staying in the corner.
It's we're talking with Wafaya Muhammad and Theresa Hickman, and B.G. Howard was here, but he has technical difficulties. And they're award-winning authors from the Distinguished Authors Guild Literary Awards show in Vegas, November the 8th. And look, my question, because I sat down, I just wanted to hear you guys speaking. I'm trying to fill my soul with your word, Queen Dove, and Mama Dove. And
he just messed up again.
He won't never get it right.
Oh Lord,
he will never get it right.
Help him.
When doves cry. You guys, do you feel now that you've won this award, and the hoopla is over? Do you guys feel any pressure to come back stronger the next time?
I would have to say for me, a little bit, but yet at the same time, giving myself a lot of grace. Because I'm expecting my firstborn child. And so the pressure of really wanting to go strong and really push the second book and do everything that I did the first time for I Can't Just Try, and really getting it out there and continuously inspiring our young people. But I also have to understand that if I don't take care of me in this child in my womb, I'm not gonna be able to do any of that. So just having to remind myself it's okay, You're not gonna post every day, Theresa.
Yeah.
Your name is Mother Dove. What are you talking about?
and just being okay with that, but definitely wanting to continue to go after everything that God has in store, because I really do believe that the mission behind my books, the mission behind what he has put inside of me is not for me to just keep inside of my home, but for me to really push it out there. And so yes, there's pressure, but just trusting in the Lord. That's what I'm doing. So
That's right.
Fine.
And you have to know your boundaries.
I think I'm just taking it in right now. It's just, it's a moment. I've never written a book before. I never won an award for writing a book. So, I'm really, really soaking it up, taking it in. But my goal is to maybe this year coming up, God willing, I want to do a lot of tours. I'm going to a lot of cities.
Oh, I see that.
Philadelphia is definitely a must. I'm in touch with so many people back in my home as well. I'm setting up something with one of the girls. I don't know if y'all heard about. They was at a football game and her son got killed. He was innocent. He was innocently shot and he died. And he was like 7 years old. And she's a real good friend of my daughter. So we're trying to put something together so we can get a couple mothers that I definitely know personally and go into the high school. I was an elected official for the Board of Education. So my connects in my city alone are strong. So just going to different cities and, just taking this book to a whole nother level. So the pressure for me is just doing more.
Okay. Gina, let me ask you, because I was thinking about this. Hopefully you will, because one thing that I did not like is that it's always in the middle of the week. When is it gonna be on the weekend this time?
We're looking at a Sunday.
No.
For 20, yes.
On
for
Sunday?
2024. Yes.
Because people have to get to work the next day. With those who work.
Well, you know what? It's not a late show though. The show is pretty early.
Okay, here's what I'm thinking, though, Gina. I want. Well, let's hear me out.
We're gonna have this meeting right here on live, okay?
Yeah, I guess we are.
But authors, I want you guys can comment on this too. So, Gina, let's do I want to do a panel the day before. Let's make it a Distinguished Authors Guild weekend. You know what I'm saying? And we'll do a panel. We'll have authors sitting on the dais and having questions, just like right now. We're having questions asked of the audience to them.
And it can be as aspiring authors to come in to speak to the award winning and have the previous years, whoever wants to come in to be able to speak to them as well.
See how we plan?
Last year we did. We had one of the 2020 winners that attended, and she
said one.
Yeah. Well, it all depends on who. If we can get them to come out, that's the biggest thing. If we can get them to come out.
Regardless.
Let me open
Greg
it up.
Can fly him out. He got it. He'll get.
Let me open it up to Theresa and Pam. What do you guys think? How did as far as what you experienced with the award show being on a Wednesday?
I would say, for me, to be honest, I would have enjoyed it more for more of my family to be able to come, travel to Vegas with me, but because of it being during the week, they couldn't. You get what I mean? And so, had it been on the weekend, I think more of my family would have been able to come out to support. So that's just my 2 cents on that.
What about you? Pam brought her. She had her cheerleading squad with her.
Listen, as soon as I found out about it, I got on the phone with everybody. Listen, this is what's going on. They was like, all right, well, give me the dates. Let me take off. And like my sister, I didn't even know she was coming because I had spoken with her.
She said, I forgot to tell you. She actually DM'd me and said, this is a surprise. My sister doesn't even know that I'm coming. So I knew your sister was going to be there.
Yeah, she said as soon as you posted it, she said, I made sure I did what I had to do. Yeah. And when I talked to her, she said, okay, it was her bowling night, which was Wednesday. So she said, well, it's my bowling league night. So I'm not going to be able to get with you tonight, but I'll get with you tomorrow. And I was like, oh, okay, fine. Not even paying it no mind. So as we was up there doing for the Facebook Live and she came up behind me, I'm like, whoa. So yeah, I mean, the weekend I think would have really been good, but for me and my family, whatever day y'all say, I was texting them and we on it.
But I'm in agreement with Greg because a lot of people do Monday through Friday jobs. And that way they don't have to miss work. If they can't miss work, they can fly in. And then because most people on Sundays are trying to get back to recoup from the weekend. So I would think
as big. I just wanted to be as big as possible, and I wanted to be as impactful as possible. So let's have people sitting on the stage with their books, like you have the tables out there with the books, okay? But we want it to be concentrated on them. Period. That first day. You know what I'm saying? Then we can do the award show the next day.
Okay. Here's my take.
Don't mean I'm gonna do it.
This is my take. This is a different type of entertainment, and I don't want to compete with people on their Saturday nights. Friday, Saturday, people like to go out, party, have fun.
Why not let them go? Why not let them go there?
They can party, have fun with Dag.
I think the people that are going to show up are going to show up regardless. We have a great turnout. Everyone came from out of. No one was there except for one couple that lived in Vegas. So people made the arrangements and they got there.
Yeah, I'm not saying that, Gina. I'm not saying that they're not going to come, okay? But let's get more people to come and enjoy it. Let's make the Distinguished Authors Guild an experience as opposed to just one moment. Let's make it an experience.
And more than the families and those that are close to the authors. I believe more people will come.
Aspiring authors, filmmakers, they may even pick up. They may even pick up, see these books and say, "Hey, man, I can film," like we're gonna do. And so I'm just saying. But Jenny, this is your baby. I'm just saying, as a producer, I would love to see an experience, not just a moment.
Well, the reason I'm choosing Sunday for 2024 is because the venue that I'm looking at, their events are on Sundays, and they have a packed house.
That's okay. We'll get them on a Saturday.
So, like I said, I don't want to compete with individuals that want to go out and party on Saturday.
Something like that, Gina, is not going to be done at night. It's going to be done in the afternoon. So Saturday afternoon it starts the weekend of the Distinguished Authors Guild. Y'all excuse us, Theresa. It starts the weekend of the Distinguished Authors Guild, and it culminates Sunday night. All right.
Well, you know what? If I have it on Sunday, Teresa's gonna be there.
Her mind's made up.
Pam's gonna be there.
Her mind's made up.
A lot of the authors are gonna be there. So,
Greg, she's stubborn as all get out. Okay? She's being nice about it, but it's like in so many words. We will be having it
on Sunday.
Sunday.
And those are there. The award show will be on a Sunday, but Greg's part of it is going to be on a Saturday afternoon. I'm gonna do it anyway. Okay, I'm gonna make sure that everybody who wants to come and talk and speak, they come on a Saturday afternoon. We're there. All right.
Where are we going, Greg? Where are we going?
You talking about doing a DAG?
While we're talking about DAG, do you have a video of this year's award show that you'd like to show?
Did you miss it?
Did I miss it?
Did she miss it? Was she here?
Oh, he did it at the beginning of the show. Was I late? Carry on.
Never mind.
Can we see it again? Because you said you were going to show it twice, though.
It was good, Marcy. That was a good lead-in, Marcy.
It was good.
The ladies are here. They checking it out. They saying, "What the hell is going on with this show?"
In a special way. We're really.
And that she means that literally.
Okay. I mean,
it's like I'm in a committee meeting. That's all.
I know.
I just want to make sure that from my perspective, this is an amazing event, and I just want to make sure that we get the most out of it and we touch the most people, okay? Because your stories are very compelling, all right? Theresa, you're trying to encourage children to be different, to do different things, okay? To do something and explore life, okay? And be somebody else, be somebody else that you're meant to be. And your story is just so wow. It's an emotional, compelling story, and it's both of these stories, and as well as B.G. Howard, we can't leave him out. Okay, these are stories that people need to hear. All right, that's what you guys are writing for, because number one, you're getting it out of your system. Gina, But the second thing is that, and I think with Fire, you said it, when you want somebody, if one person is touched by your story, by your journey, then you've done your job.
Yes.
It's 7:45. I'm not supposed to date the show or time the show, but I did.
You did. You did.
I did. What's wrong with me?
In a special way.
I know. So Mother Glove. Mother Glove.
Did he say Mother Glove this time?
Greg.
Did he say Mother Glove?
Gregory D. Gray. Really?
Did he say Mother Glove? We're gonna get this. He's gonna get this right before this show ends.
Hopefully.
It's right there on my screen.
Right.
Where?
Don't pay him any attention.
My background. Do you see it?
Hold on. Let me bring it up. Hold on. Let me bring it.
Story time with Mother Dove.
I swear that look like an L.
It's not. It's a D.
Mother Love.
And he wearing glasses.
Wearing glasses. Yeah.
Teresa.
It does say Mother Dove.
Next time you do it, Teresa, just say Negro. Negro. Dove. Dove.
It does say Mother Dove. I see it now. But again, man, we having fun, okay? But the purpose of everything that we do is to make sure that we celebrate the people that have amazing journeys. These ladies have it as well, and we appreciate you guys coming to the show, hanging out with us, telling us about your book. How can people get in contact with you and get your book, Mother Dove? I'm sorry.
He can't get it right.
I got it right. Mother Dove.
Can't get right.
It's okay. Yeah, so you can contact me via any social media platform at Mother Dove's Academy. That's my hashtag. As well as you can contact me via my email address, which is my website is www.motherdoveskids.com, and my email is info@motherdoveskids.com. The books are also available on Amazon as well. And so, yeah.
Okay. Fire, what about you?
You can get my book at Amazon.com, at Ingram Sparks. You can email me, WADAH82@gmail.com. That's WADAH82@gmail.com. Facebook, Wafia Muhammad. I got a website and I don't even know the name. My daughter just did it for me.
That's okay.
But yeah, and when you get your book through me, I autograph it and send it out.
Look at that. She autographed it. Why? Because she's
the only way. Right? That's the only way.
Because Amazon don't autograph them, so I definitely make sure I autograph them.
See, Mother Dove ain't autographing nothing. See?
Yes, I do. I leave a personalized message and trinkets for my babies because I want them to remember and take Terry everywhere they go, that they can do anything if they just try. So don't listen.
Get him, girl. Get him.
Do you have dolls?
I do not have dolls. I am still looking for someone who can make one for me. So if you know somebody, let me know because that is the next step.
I do know someone.
I do want a little doll, a Terry.
I'll
doll.
DM you.
Okay.
I know someone who would make a beautiful doll for you.
Please and thank you. That will be very helpful.
She said,
"Thank you. That will be very helpful."
I'm gonna invite you to one of my story times, Mr. Gray.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Do it.
I gotta teach you some stuff.
I can't read for you.
Huh?
I can't read for you.
Can you? No, I'm gonna read to you. I'm gonna read to you.
That sounds kind of sexy, girl. What's your
Stop it. Oh my gosh.
But the kid is not my son. Have you guys ever thought? I just got to ask the question. Thought about since you were winning Oscars now, making it into a movie?
Yes, I can say that up front. Yes, that's where I'm aiming for. I'm gonna tell you that right, God willing. Yeah, that's it.
Who do you want to play your son?
I don't know yet. I'm not really. I'm. You know what? I'm thinking. Ice Cube's son. Only because they
Oh,
both light skinned, and so yeah, that's
he's a
kind of
good
where I'm going
actor.
to.
He's a great actor.
Yeah,
Where you
yeah.
located?
I'm in North Carolina.
Oh, that ain't far.
North Carolina. Carolina. I love how she says
Where you
that.
located? You located in
And
Chicago?
everybody say, "Where you?" When they talk to me, they say, "Where you from?" I'm like, "Huh?" I'm like, "They like North Jersey?" I'm like, "No, South Jersey." I can tell by your accent.
North
Okay.
Carolina. Carolina.
My niece lives in North Carolina, actually. Teresa, where you from?
Chicago.
Okay. She said it like we're supposed to know.
Right
Well, she
there.
told you earlier, so you should
did.
know.
I
I heard,
did.
I heard her. I just wanted her to say it again so the people would know.
Yeah.
That's
Well, to
all.
answer your question, yes, I would love for Terry to one day be a cartoon character, and she's on television, and inspiring kids in that way as well.
It can happen.
No, it will.
Probably.
Boom.
That's right.
Boom.
So,
She
That's
said no, it
right.
will,
It's
not
time to
can
get out
happen.
of here, guys. But before we go, we want to give you guys an opportunity to say whatever you want to say in these last few minutes. So, Teresa, we'll start with you.
sure. So, for all of you who are out there who are wanting to write your very first book, go after your goals. Don't give up. Persevere. Remember, you can do anything if you just try. Just like I tell the kids, I tell us as adults as well. We can do anything if we just try. So, you got this. All right, guys. You have a good night.
All right, Wafia.
No story is a bad story. I used to think that talking with people who lost their children or their loved one, I didn't think my story was worthy to tell because my son was still alive. But with everything that was going on in the world, I said, you know what? You need to hear something that's a little inspiring that can help someone. So again, no story is a bad story. If you have a story, get it out there.
Yes,
Thank you.
There, Marcella. Don't leave yet. Oh, there it is. There's the book.
Yay. Yes, yes, yes. Woo-hoo!
Definitely. Marcella, what you saying? You?
Thank you guys for coming on again. And pretty much what they're saying, get your story out there.
Get her out there, Mo B.
Man, this has been a real good show tonight. I can see both of your stories. Just I can see the pride on both of, especially Mother Dove.
You got it. You got it.
Got it.
Especially Mother Dove out with her children, and I can see the pride definitely coming out with what you're doing. And it seems like you're going to achieve that goal, with showing them that there's another avenue or something different to do in this life. With fear, it seems like God is giving you a journey, and you're well on your way, and it seems like it's very successful, sis.
Thank you.
Gina, what you say you?
Man, remember these books.
Yes.
Family Ties, Thicker Than Blood.
Forgot about BG. Oh, I'm sorry.
5 Shots, My Story, His Pain. I Can Just Try. These are award-winning books. So go and purchase your book, get yours today, and have yourself a good read.
Most definitely, man. And shout out to BG Howard. Okay, that brother, he's writing. He's got his second book getting ready to come out. Well, he's in the process of doing the second book. So shout out to him.
It will be out real soon.
And let's continue to support these authors because they don't normally get an opportunity to shine.
Right.
And we need to give them their flowers because there's millions of books out there, all right? But not everybody is an award-winning author.
Right.
So let's get these books read by everyone. Let's boost the sales. Let's celebrate the authors, and let's make sure that these guys get what they deserve. All right, and that's that's the flowers, the accolades, okay? Because they gotta get it. Let's just make sure we get it. We support. All right.
Yeah. Thank you.
You guys got something you want to say?
Yeah, just a little bit. One thing there, bro. I actually like the idea on the Saturday networking I'm just saying. I think it gives an opportunity. I think it gives an opportunity for the authors to get to know each other, before they actually go in there, and compete.
That's what happens at the gala.
Yeah, the gala.
Gina, quit trying to say. Look,
that's what happens at the gala.
The reason why I said the networking part, because we're going to invite the people that we deal with the movies and stuff, those producers and things, and that gives them an opportunity to find maybe the next big story to put on the screen.
We got a producer right there that's writing a film right now.
Who's that?
The one that can't pronounce Mother Dove.
Shout out to my daughter.
That one right there. That one up there. There you go.
I think that'd be an awesome deal. I just brought it up because I thought it was an awesome idea.
I'm hearing all you guys tips,
and
I'm hearing you guys. Don't think I'm just making fun, but
don't put. Look, Jenny, you told me to stop putting too much stuff on my plate, and I got too much stuff on the plate right now. Okay, to a point of I don't have time. I don't even have time to do anything. Okay, I had an hour's sleep yesterday because of all this stuff that's going on, which is good, but I got to get back to my people. Okay, shout out to my cousin Robin. Shout out to Mike Green from DeVille Radio. Shout out to, I'm just going down there, my daughter Alexis Tyra. What's going on? Who else we got here? Nicole Murphy again. Barter Black. Guys, I'm telling you guys, this is so important. Go to Nicole Murphy's page. Check out her last post. Well, one of the last posts. We got something really big going on right now, and Barter Black is helping everybody to talk to one another, network with one another, so that we won't have to pay for everything. Let's barter with each other. You do for me, I do for you. Everybody shares. Everybody.
Right. It works. I barter. It works.
It does work. It does work. Hey, we love you guys. Okay, Theresa, Sophia, the Distinguished Authors Guild, Gina. Thank you for putting this together, and
to God be the glory.
Give me an opportunity.
Thank you, guys.
This is it for the week. Monday we'll have another
Queen Chaniera.
Whoever that is. But
she's an award-winning author.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Queen Elizabeth. Just stop, Greg. Hey,
Queen Elizabeth.
You're ahead, my brother.
We got royalty on the show. I'm like, oh boy. Wow.
We have royalty right now. We had royalty yesterday, the day before yesterday, and the day before.
Daily.
Y'all doing it up. I'm sitting there looking at the piano in the back, so it's some bowling going on.
Yeah, a bowler.
Some bowling going on.
Balling on a little bitty budget. Trust me.
He said a little bitty budget. Don't shortchange.
You ain't get that from Sheen.
And then he has a gold chain draped around his neck. Put on some sunglasses and he'll be Ray Charles.
You do the head.
He said you from Georgia.
Georgia.
Nashville.
You guys are welcome to come to the show anytime. Feel free to come through if you got some new stuff going on.
Yeah.
Let us know. All right. We got some big things going on with DopeliveTV Live, and you guys are always going to be part of it. We appreciate the support that you guys give us every single time that we're on here. And understand we got a lot of stuff going on. Get your shirts. All right. That's it. This is DopeliveTV Live, man. We will see you guys on Monday. Right?
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Love you.
Thank you.
I gotta press the right button.
Oh.